Good evening, dear students. So, now we are going to discuss how to avoid burnout during long term preparation. Now, if you are not well versed with the word long term, it means taking a break of 1 year to prepare for NEET and JEE examination. Now, remember, children, when you are going to go for the long term preparation, you need to keep your eyes and vision for longer range than the shorter range. And to do that, you need to break down all the whatever preparation you are going to do in the longer term for short ranges. And how are you going to do it? That is where we are going to help out in this video. So, first you need to take care of yourself, children, because remember, a healthy mind always dwells, resides in a healthy body. So, if you are not healthy, definitely you are not at your best. So, you need to take your care of body and also mind. Now, to do that, you need to have a proper sleep, a proper nutritious food, and not only that, a proper slot for exercise. So, remember, children, you need to maintain your physique at a peak level to crack all the entrance examinations. And here you are the master. Nobody else can guide you in this. It's not that you're going to go for, we can say, gym or any other activity like that, but definitely you can do it in your own place where you are. Either you can do it in normal, we can say, using of dumbbell, or maybe a small walk, or maybe a small jogging in the morning or in the afternoon. So this is what you need to take care of yourself. And of course, if you feel that you are not at your 100%, then you need to definitely visit the doctor, because it might be a beginning of something unwanted in your life. So the first is self-care, children. Second, schedule. Remember, you cannot be a perfectionist. So because of that, don't think that you have to have a perfect schedule. Nothing is perfect, children. But what you need to remember is that the schedule that you're going to make will make your progress better than what it was yesterday. And this is the most important part. So you need to make sure that you are going to do a schedule which you will follow and which is easier to follow by you. Now remember, the topper may follow some other schedule, and your friends, your roommates may follow any other schedule. But that schedule may or may not be useful for you. So in that condition, you need to develop your own schedule for your own mentality and the way of preparation. So that is the importance of, we can say, children, schedule. Now the third is, we can say, goals. Of course, our main goal is getting a good rank, getting a good percentile in NEET or JEE examination. But that is the long range goals, children. So to achieve that long range goal, to reach the peak of that goal, you need to follow a certain small goals, which are the hillocks, which will make you to reach that position. It's not that if you are aiming the top of Mount Everest, you will go there at a stretch. No, you can't. You need to develop a proper planning to reach the certain position of that mountain and thereby reach the peak at the last. This also is in the same manner, children. You need to have your goal set on JE or NEET percentile, and then divide that goals into day to day goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, fortnightly goals, and we can say 6 monthly goals, and of course, the final yearly goals. So then, after setting that, you can prepare accordingly. So this is the third step of preparation, children. Fourth step, support. Now remember, you can't do everything by yourself. Definitely not. You need to have a support by any person who has actually traveled in that path. So for that, you can approach your student friends, you can approach your classmates, you can approach your batchmates, you can approach even the counselor which is available in that coaching institution which you are going to enroll. And then after the proper guidance, you can follow whatever schedule, whatever goals you have made for completing and gaining a good percentile in NEET or JEE examination. So remember children, support is a must. Support is required because every leader, or even for that matter, every institute even needs a proper guidance. So remember, without support, you can't achieve anything. Now, let us go for the last step in this preparation, and that is practice. You need to remember, children, that the more you practice, the more you learn. But you need to also remember that to practice what is there in the examination, you need to first of all have that kind of calmness, have that kind of coolness for that preparation. To do that, you need to have meditation. Remember, children, you need to prepare yourself for the whole day, and the best way of doing that is meditation. The moment you wake up in that particular day. Now, when you wake up, the first thing that you are going to do is going to select a certain place where you are going to meditate, where you are going to be with yourself so that you can get through the stresses, the problems that you are going to face in that day. So remember children, here practice is important, and for practice, what is more important is you being with yourself. And the moment you gain a certain resonance with yourself, a certain balance with yourself, definitely you can go through any examination in your life. So these are the 5 steps that you have to follow to become a master of JEE or NEET. Thank you.